Let's write about our childhood neighborhood today. Hi, I'm Judy Sheermemoirs. Welcome to my channel. Here I bring you author interviews of ordinary people who had a story they needed to share with the world. I also bring you short little writing tips to get those thoughts going in your own brain so you can write your stories for your generations to come. Because you know what? You have a story to tell, so let me help you tell it. I wanted to think about our childhood neighborhoods. Today I'd like you to write fully about those neighborhoods. What made that neighborhood so special? Or what made it difficult for you? I remember in my childhood, because I lived out in the country in Pennsylvania, our neighbors were like a mile. The closest neighbor from us was a mile away. But we knew our neighborhood consisted of about 5-mile radius. There were farmers in the area, so they had large farms. But we knew people all around for at least 5 miles around. We knew the Rogers, we knew the Fish family, we knew the Wardens, we knew the Pattersons. We knew everybody around us. It may not be that way. It may not have been that way in your childhood. If you lived in a city, sometimes you don't know your neighbors like 3 houses down. But we definitely did. We definitely did. And in the winter, we would always be out sled riding with them or ice skating. In the summers, we rode bikes and met up with them. And we camped out on the hill with them. So I remember our neighborhood so well. And it had, when I think back and I think of the 5 senses, I think of going to the neighbor's house and getting special treats from them, like the Wardens always had hot, fresh, out of the oven bread. It seemed as though every time I went there, Marcella was making homemade bread. I think of different homes that I would visit and what they had to offer as far as food. I was very much connected to food as a child. The Rogers had homemade donuts all the time. I think about what I saw. There were different farms. I remember going into the Rogers barn, and I loved the Rogers barn. It was just, I don't know, I just loved it. I loved going to a lot of the different neighbors, the Youngworth's house, and I loved the bedroom upstairs where I would sleep overnight with the girls there. Or the Higleys, and I loved the big bedroom that she had. It just seemed like a princess bedroom to me. And then I think about the smells. Of course, the smells that came from the Warden house, and even the smell of the farm. But it was a smell of almost freshness when you'd walk into the Rogers house, and they would be either canning or whatever. But think about your neighborhood. Think about not only the homes, but the people who made your neighborhood what it was. Why did you, what just made you feel at home in that neighborhood? Or perhaps, like I said earlier, your neighborhood was not that friendly. What made it that way? What made it so not so friendly? But take some time today and write about that neighborhood. You may want to write about that individual in your neighborhood that made this family so special to you. I want to encourage you to take some time, jot down different ideas of what you're going to put in your writing. Start with, your different families maybe. Maybe you want to list them. Maybe beside each one you list what you remember of them. Or maybe you just want to talk about the land around and how beautiful the fields were, the hay fields, the cornfields. What made your neighborhood special? So if you enjoy receiving short little writing tips like this, writing prompts, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Click on that little bell so that you are notified every time I come out with a new video like this. And go ahead and leave a comment for me. Perhaps you have a writing prompt that you have been thinking about, and I might do a video on that. So until next time, I'm Judy Sheermemoirs. You have a story to tell. Let me help you tell it.